you've been through the conduct process before, so let me, I'll just remind you of the procedures, and then we can get started. So whenever an incident is submitted, an incident report is submitted, our office reviews it. We determine if it needs to go through conduct. An incident report was submitted. We thought it needed to go through conduct. We sent out the letter. You schedule a meeting. We figured out a time to schedule the meeting, and now we're in the meeting right now. During the meeting, I'll talk about all the information I have. I will give you an opportunity for you to also state your side of the story, and then we'll have a discussion after, kind of talk about everything in general, and from there, I'll answer any questions or concerns you have. Do you have any questions before I begin?
Yeah, first off, I would like to say, I don't know if you can answer this, but like I want to appeal the first conviction that happened, the 14th of October, I believe. I think I was found guilty of something the 14th of October with an incident with a student. Could you send it to my email? You don't remember?
I'm just trying to, on the 14th
of October, I was found guilty of an incident that you said I had with a student. Was this the 14th or the 13th?
Yeah, you're talking this year?
Yes, sir. Could you send me an email saying I was found guilty of an incident I had with a student? And that's the reason why I'm suspended, because too much stuff get stacked up on top of each other, so to speak.
Oh, let me pull that up real quick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please. Thank you very much.
So I believe you were. It wasn't the 14th. It was the. Okay, the 12th. Okay, so here's what I have. Okay.
Yes, sir.
There are a couple of incidents that happened on October 12th. Okay. During class and in the hallway of the C building, and then email exchange that happened on the 12th and October 18th.
Okay. October 12th and 18th. I'm writing this down. So October the 12th, you said October 12th, it was an incident in the first in the C building. Do you know what time that occurred? C building.
Well, what we were told by the student who reported it, it was around 9:15. I don't know if that's exactly the correct time. That's just what was given to us.
Around 9:15. Okay.
That is what our information was. That's what was told to our office.
Okay.
So do you want me? Let me tell you then what that pertains to, and then I'll get into the emails, okay?
Okay. Pateras. Greg Pateras. Okay.
Yep, that's who I am.
And you are the dean coordinator?
I am the coordinator for Code of Conduct.
Coordinator, Code of Conduct. Okay. Code of Conduct. All right.
That's for your potential lawsuit?
I'm sorry?
Are you taking notes for yourself?
Did you say that I'm taking notes for a potential lawsuit? Well, to answer that question, yes, sir. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, like, I just trying to figure out exactly what you're doing.
I'm writing down. I do want to answer your question about, you say that I'm gonna do this for like a potential lawsuit, right? You want me to answer that first?
Well, you said you were going to file if it didn't go your way. Is that correct?
Honestly, Greg, it's not about it going my way. It's about my constitutional rights being violated. And yes, I will file a lawsuit. Anybody that's a citizen of the United States and their rights are being violated, they should file for a lawsuit. Because if they don't, then this will be like Nazi Germany over here in America.
Yeah, we don't want that.
And then like I want to file an appeal on the first one. You say that happened. So what happened over the phone? Do you have that date for that incident that happened over the phone call?
The phone call.
A phone call at the Department of the Children, I believe.
Oh, that one is, I think, in September.
September.
I will need, give me one moment to get that correct date. I don't remember the date on that.
Yeah, cause I got found guilty of that charge, right? And that's
yes, you did.
I got found guilty of that charge, and I guess okay. So like that was September to what? So like you said, like you don't know the debate, like you know happened in September, but you don't know the exact date. Okay.
No. I'm looking at right now.
Yes, sir.
You have that information.
Thank you very much. September. I'm gonna get the exact date because I want to appeal that because even if I said some words to her, that's the First Amendment to freedom of speech. That's the First Amendment. So that's why, like, basically, like, I can appeal that and I can take that to the federal court and they can listen to what I said, verbatim. Verbatim, they can listen to every word I said. They say, well, he was, maybe he was kind of belligerent or whatever, but that's because every action has a reaction. She hung up in his face and she was mean to him and he called back and said maybe some bad words to her. But that fall under the umbrella of the First Amendment. So that's why, like, I'm gonna will that appeal. If you can find that date, September to that, and then like I'm gonna appeal that, and I believe I'm gonna win it. Yeah, because no policy or no rule is gonna trump our constitutional rights, the United States of America. No policy, no rule can go over the Constitution, and people don't understand that. Like, say for example, like if you go in the courthouse and it's a sign that says no cameras, it has to be a statue that's gonna be attached to that sign that says no cameras, because it might be a statue attached to that said that you can't record inside of a courtroom. But if you're in a public area, yes, you can record inside a courthouse because I did it before. And then, like, the sheriff had no problem with it because they know that I ain't going to restricted areas, Yes, sir. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Okay,
So
you got the date?
Yeah, I do. It's September 15th.
September the 15th, 2023. Do you know the time?
2000. I have 8:47 a.m.
8:47 a.m. Okay, thank you very much for that, Greg.
No problem.
All right,
No
and this is one I got found guilty of.
This is the one you got found guilty of.
I got found guilty for violating for exercising my First Amendment. I got found guilty for exercising my First Amendment. I'm gonna notate that. Found guilty for exercising his First Amendment of the United States Constitution.
I didn't say that.
I didn't say you said that, but that's what happened. So why did I get found guilty then, please?
Well, if we look at what you were found guilty for, it was
Found guilty for exercising. Thank you very much.
no problem.
Okay. Found guilty for exercising. Because I know what I said to her. And that falls under the umbrella of the First Amendment. As long as you don't threaten somebody with some bodily injury, you know what I mean, then you're not breaking the law. Did you know that? I didn't threaten her, So, but it's okay. Then I'm going to appeal that, and I know I'm going to win that. If not, then, I guess I'm going to take it to the Supreme Court because that's my First Amendment right to exercise my right. Like, say, for example, I say, oh, hey, I don't like you punk. I can't go to jail for saying that. That's my First Amendment right. If I say I don't like somebody, they're a punk. So, yeah.
Well, let me tell you, this is, and you were sent this letter, but so you do have this letter in your email if you ever needed to look at it. But
yeah, yes, sir.
Physical and verbal abusement and harassment. I found you responsible. Disruption of college operation.
Physical.
You responsible.
Physical. Oh, all right. You say physical/verbal.
Abuse and harassment.
Abuse and harassment. Okay. Harassment. And this is why I was found guilty for, you say, September the 15th, 2023, approximately 8:47 a.m. Physical verbal abuse. I'm sorry?
That is when the incident happened, yes.
Okay. Physical verbal abuse and harassment. And what you said, Greg? Please.
And then the next one was disruption of college operation.
Oh, okay. Can you please tell me what date that is?
Same date. Same date.
Oh, same date. So disruption. Wow. So I'm physical verbal abuse and harassment and disruption? Wow. So how did I disrupt something, sir? Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Physical verbal abuse. Wow. Physical abuse, sir? I don't even, let me say something. I've never seen this person a day in my life. I don't even know how this person looked. I called a department and I was expressing, because you got a right to redress grievances in the United States of America. You have a right to redress grievances. Maybe she didn't like that maybe you or her didn't like the way I was redressing my grievances or how she treated me. And I called back on the phone and I basically expressed myself like, you're mean, you shouldn't have did this, you witch, and da da da. That doesn't fall under physical abuse. How does that fall under verbal abuse? Every action has a reaction. Because I didn't go up to some random person and it just, you know what I'm saying? Like how can I verbally attack them? And harassment. You know the definition of harassment? The definition of harassment is when I keep on coming to you and keep coming to you and keep coming to you. Basically, like numerous occasions. I'm coming in your workplace. I'm coming in a parking lot. I'm texting you. That's harassment. That's not harassment that I called back and said, ma'am, this is how I feel about how you treated me. How's that harassment if I'm expressing how she treated me? That's not harassment, but it's okay. Yes, sir. I'm going to appeal it. It all falls under the umbrella of the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Thank you for that information.
Could I ask you a question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
While there is the First Amendment, it doesn't also that protect other individuals as well if they feel that they're being disrespectful.
Oh, thank you, Greg. Thank you for saying that. Because feelings do not trump our rights in the United States of America. Feelings don't trump that. Because let me say something. I didn't file no complaint on her because she expressed how she felt. She already done that by talking mean to me and hanging up the phone in my face. So she already expressed her First Amendment. I called her, so I expressed my First Amendment. She doesn't get in trouble for expressing her First Amendment, but I get in trouble for expressing my First Amendment. How is that justice in the United States of America? That sounds like Nazi Germany.
I mean, here's the thing. I follow the Code of Student Conduct. I mean, we also have that at Moraine Valley, the Code of Student Conduct. And so, when violations are potentially had, I investigate those as well. And you were given multiple opportunities to express your side of the story.
Do you want me to put I could put out my medications on camera, and I keep trying to. Okay, I'm not trying to make excuses, Greg, but I'm sorry, sir. Like I'm not trying to make excuses, but I got to reiterate that I'm on a lot of medication. Sometimes, like right now, I'm on medication. Like I'm very drowsy right now, but it's okay because this is important for me to do this. I couldn't get up there, but I'm gonna appeal it. I'm definitely gonna. Oh yeah, I got a question. Okay, abuse and harassment and disruption of what?
It says disruption of college operations.
Of college operations, man. I was found guilty of disruption of college operations, and how so?
Sorry.
Disruption of college operations.
What do you mean by how so? Do you mean like why were you found responsible for that?
Yes, sir. Because if you're gonna be like a disruption of college operations, so that would mean that, say for example, if how can I say like a teacher is showing something on the board, right? And I choose to get in the way of the board, that will be disruption of college operations. Me leaving a voice message is not a disruption of college operations, Greg, but it's okay.
I think they're probably referring to when you called and you wouldn't accept the answer that I'm not sure if it's your daughter or someone in your family that is above their age limit. I believe that's what they're referring to. That's.
Okay, but how did I disrupt that operation? Because it's still operating, right? They still answering phone calls. They still, let me say something. I'm not impeding on anybody's travel, okay? And I'm not impeding on anybody that's answering the phone or faxing something or you know what I mean? So I should have not been guilty of disruption of college operations, but it's okay. I'm going to appeal that. I did not agree with it because I did have a family member that was interested in being in the daycare. And I was like, wow. I say, well, can we talk to the Senate or can we talk to the Congress? Or can I talk to somebody above you? Anybody I can talk to that, because I think it's not fair that it should go up to like 9 years old. It's going up to 8 years old. And, hang up in my face. Okay, you want to hang up in my face? I'm going to exchange the same energy you gave me. You know what I mean? Like, if you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. If you're mean to me, I'm going to exchange that energy. I was taught that, So, yeah, I mean, like, some people believe in turn the other cheek, but, like, if it's an elderly man or, like, a drunk man, I'll give him a pass because I know he's drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't treat him as if he was sober-minded. You know what I mean? Like around my neighborhood, some guys that get drunk and they want to get into a fight. I'm like, you know what, brother, you're drunk. You need to sober up, man. You know what I mean? And then I'll give them a pass. But she wasn't drunk. Hopefully she wasn't drunk on the clock. But for her to be mean and nasty towards me, I'm like, wow, my family fought for this country, man. You're not finna treat me like I'm a dog. So that's why I called back with that voicemail. And guess what? Like, I haven't done it since. This happened September 15th. Like, I haven't done it since. You know what I mean? I have people at the college that work for the college hang up in my face. I say, you know what? I feel like calling back and cursing, but I'm not going to do that. Forget it. Okay, forget it. And I let that pass, Yeah, I was like, forget it. Like, maybe I should have handled that in a different way, but I just want to exchange the energy. But I know, you know what? Sometimes you got to, you know what they say? Like a lion don't answer to every barking dog. So maybe when the dogs bark at me, I ain't going to answer it because I'm a lion, You see this right here? I won this gold medal at the IBGGF. I'm number one in the whole Midwest, so I had nothing to prove. I'm sorry?
I saw the medal, but what's it for?
This is I won a gold medal at the IBGGF this year.
What is that though?
Basically like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And it's like, I'm very proud of myself. So it's like, I don't got to prove I'm a tough guy. Like, I'm not coming to college to be a tough guy. Like, I'm coming to college just to get good grades so I can graduate, so I can take care of my family. Like, I'm not even coming there to be tough. But some people be very, very rude to people and be very, very mean to people. And it's like, and when you exchange that energy, they want to cry. It's kind of like, I don't know, Tom and Jerry, Jerry always bothering Tom, and then when Tom come for Jerry, then Tom's the bad guy. It's like, okay, Abdulrahim's the bad guy because we poked the bear, he reacted, now he's the bad guy. Now I'm learning how to just ignore people and just like my sensei told me, just grow thick skin. Yeah, just ignore it. Because I swear to you, Greg, like, I was talking on the phone with somebody, I think at a registration, and she hung up in my face. I didn't call her back and curse at her. I'm like, okay, forget it. You know what? Even though it's my First Amendment to express myself, how I want to do it, but I say, you know what? Just forget it. It ain't worth it. Yeah, but okay. You say I'm found guilty of physical, verbal abuse and harassment, disruption of college operation. Oh my God! You threw the book at me, didn't you, Greg? You don't like Muslims? Is that what it is?
Well, it's physical / meaning like it could be physical and verbal.
Oh
you weren't on campus, so that would be,
But it was a voicemail. I want to highlight that this was a voicemail message.
But it was really aggressive. I don't know if you remember that.
It was aggressive?
It was, yeah.
How you think I won this gold medal? because I'm aggressive by nature. That don't mean I'm a bad guy, does it? It's just my nature. You know, it's like I was born a lion. I'm a lion. But I know how can I say? I'm not an animal, I'm a human being, but I got the heart of a lion. So people need to learn how to be nice. Like, you can't call me a dog and then cry victim when I call you a pig. You shouldn't have called me a dog. But again, like I told you, Greg, like somebody hung up my face yesterday at the registration office. I told her not to call him back and curse him. I'm like, you know what, I ain't gonna do it. Just forget it, man. She hung up my face. It's a lady hang up my face. Go ahead, she can hang up. Forget it.
Yeah. What were you guys talking about? Like, why did she hang up?
Well, she hang up. I guess she didn't want to talk about politics. You know, I don't know why we don't talk about politics because we're tax-paying citizens of the United States of America. I guess she didn't want to hear it, and then she just hung up. But I didn't call her back and leave a voicemail. Oh, you this, you that. I'm like, you know what? Forget it, because I don't want to keep getting written up with the code of conduct and stuff. You know, I'm like, just even though it's my First Amendment right to do that, but like, forget it. You know, I'll just give her a pass. Cause
So you just called to talk politics?
No, sir. I think I called for like a registration or something like that. I forget. Yeah. Probably like a registration, because basically like my next classes start, because they want me to register for my spring classes. They sent the mail in my mailbox. So maybe I'll call about that. Yeah, because I'm getting good grades. So I get straight A's. Every time I go to class, I get an A. Every time I take a test, I get an A. Every time I take a quiz, I get an A. But I can't be in school today because I'm suspended. I'm suspended for what? It's okay. All right.
So do you want me to get into the other stuff?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So we received a report from a student. Let me.
Okay. So, disruption.
Okay. So here's what I have, right? And you know, I don't know who the individual is, but there's a student in my class who wears military-like clothing and has made very disrespectful and demeaning comments to our professor. The student is a African-American male. He has called our professor Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle-looking motherfucker to his face, excuse my language.
Oh my God, they lying.
And then stated that he is with Hamas. This is what I've been told, right? I'm not here to, you know. We have a lot of Middle Eastern students in class that do not feel comfortable around the student. He is disruptive and yells at the teacher all the time. And on October 19th, he complained to the teacher's lack of teaching skills. And yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
That's just one report. I was also told about another incident, or I was made aware of another incident about how you were in the hallway yelling at, and I don't know who the individual was, but yelling at a woman, maybe a professor or another student, but you were being very aggressive towards a woman.
Okay.
Does any of this, ring a bell, or does this?
Okay. So what was the date? So what was the date when you get this?
Supposedly October 12th. This is the
October 12th. Okay, I'm writing the date down. October the 12th. The first thing you said was a student in my class said what? I'm sorry?
Let me read. No, I'm just, let me get the correct.
Yes, sir, because I want to,
A student in my class wears military-like clothing and has made very disrespectful and demeaning comments to our professor.
Okay. Like what? What did I say exactly?
He has called our professor a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle-looking motherfucker.
Okay, pause right there. I'm writing this down. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle motherfucker. Okay. So did the teacher make any complaints about me saying this? to him?
Well, I did talk to your instructor about this, and he hasn't heard, but he does say that you have been disrespectful to him.
I have been disrespectful to him, but did he say I said Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle motherfucker to him?
I don't think the professors heard that, but
Okay.
other individuals have heard it.
So that's hearsay. Okay, so that's hearsay. I'm gonna put that in parentheses, hearsay. Okay. Okay.
Are you disagreeing that you said that?
Did I? No.
So you did say that.
I'm sorry?
Did you say that, or did you not say that?
Why would I say that to my teacher, sir? No, I wouldn't say that to my teacher.
But did you say it out loud in front of other students?
No. And then they say, I'm what? I heard you say that they say that I'm African American.
They believe that you are, whoever the student is. I don't know how you identify.
I identify with the truth.
What's that? I don't know.
Okay, well then, do you know what the word Africa come from?
I'm going to be honest, I don't.
It comes from a Roman general.
Mm.
His name is Africanus.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of him. I've actually heard of him.
So what he did was, make a long story short, what he did was he conquered the whole continent. So the original name of that continent is El Kabula. So the Roman general name, Africanus, yeah, however you spell it, his name Africanus. So he chose the name of Africa. It's impossible for me to be an African. I'm not the descendant of Africanus. American, that comes from an Italian guy named Amerigo Vespucci. I'm not the descendant of Amerigo Vespucci. However, I am a United States citizen of this country, but I am not an African American. So there we have it. Somebody's ignorant, don't even know where the word Africa come from, don't even know what the word America come from, and they label me this. So you got to consider the source, George. I'm sorry, Greg. I mean, with all due respect, you consider the source. This person don't even know what they're talking about, and they giving me a label. That right there is prejudice. That right there is racist. So I call this person is prejudice and racist. It's a fact. It ain't how I feel, because it's impossible for me to be African American. So they don't know what they're talking about. They're a very ignorant individual to even give me to even say I call my teacher a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle motherfucker. This allegation is coming from a person that don't even know what African American is, and they label me African American. So you gotta consider the source. Yeah, so that's a lie. I didn't call my teacher that. Okay, so yeah, and they say, and then they say something about Hamas.
Again, this is just from what was in the incident report. It said you stated he is with Hamas.
I stated that I'm with Hamas. Do you know what Hamas is?
I'm going to be honest with you. I know little of it. I don't know a lot about it. Yeah. I know what's happening right now in the Gaza Strip. I mean, I am aware of all that.
So basically, this student is calling. Okay, so what do you think their reason is for calling me Hamas? Because of my name? Because of the way I dress? I'm just asking, you know.
They said that you stated out loud you were with Hamas. So that's why I would assume they think that.
So when I say I'm with Hamas, like I'm a member of their organization or something?
Couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Couldn't not tell you. I don't know what it means.
Me either. So
I'm just giving you the information that I have been told.
no.
Right?
I'm a United States citizen. How can I be with Hamas? I don't understand that. Okay. Is there anything else they said about me, sir?
They just said that you're just very disruptive and you yell at the teacher all the time, and that you complain about the professor or the instructor's lack of teaching skills.
Oh, so I'm the only student that's complaining about the. Okay, I mean, being disruptive in what way though? Like I'm okay, because you said they said that I'm yelling at him. So what was I?
That is just what was reported.
Did the teacher ever file a complaint against me?
I know I talked to the instructor, and he did say that there are times where, you know, you have been disrespectful to him.
No. Answer my question, please. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but did my teacher ever file a complaint against me, verbatim? Not because a student came to you and then like you went to him to confirm it. I'm saying, did he by himself file a complaint on me?
I mean, he talked to me about some stuff, so that if you want to call that a complaint, then...
So why did he talk to you about some stuff? Because your answer to what some students said I did?
My job as the coordinator for code of conduct is to talk to anyone in the situation, gain more information, ask about...
With all due respect, can we back up, please? Because I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. Okay. I asked you if the teacher ever filed a complaint about my behavior. Yes or no?
I'm saying right now that he talked to me. And
can you give me a yes or no, please?
I don't know what you mean by a complaint, though.
Did he ever file a complaint on me, complain about my code of conduct being in his class? Yes or no?
Well, I would say after I talked to him, he had some...
No. Okay. No. Hold on, brother. Please give me a yes or no, please. Yes or no?
I guess not. I don't know. I don't know.
You say you don't know. Can you check your email? Can you check your records? And see if he did it, please?
Here's the thing, right? I don't know if it really matters if he had put in a complaint or
You don't know if it really matters. Oh, my God. That's sad. Okay, sir. So, and you can't give me a yes or no answer?
What I'm telling you right now is I don't know if this pertains to the case.
It does pertain to the case because I'm getting good grades. I'm getting straight A's. I got perfect attendance. The teacher did not file a complaint on me. It's these other students that's maybe prejudiced towards me, maybe racist towards me, maybe because I'm Muslim, maybe because my name is Abdulrahim Bilal. I don't know, maybe because sometimes I pray in class. Everything I'm doing falls under the umbrella of the United States Constitution. I never call a felony. I never spent no time in the penitentiary. I am a civilian. I am a United States citizen. Inside my neighborhood, the people love me in my neighborhood. Everywhere I go, some people love me. And some people just choose to say lies. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle motherfucker. The same person that said that called me African American, which I'm not African American. Stated that I'm with Hamas. How can I be with Hamas and I'm a United States citizen? Like that's like me saying, let me see. I'm with the I guess Chicago Blackhawks. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's get this student suspended just because they lied and said they with the Chicago Blackhawks. Let me see. I'm with the Korean Army. Oh yeah, you know what? This student said he with the Korean Army. Let's suspend him so he can't get an education. And you did not say, and guess what? For the record, you never answered my question, yes or no. Did my teacher file a complaint on me? You can't answer the question. The answer is no. Therefore, I am being suspended over hearsay. Under the laws of the United States Constitution, I'm being suspended from school based on hearsay. And guess what, Greg? That holds no substance, sir. That holds no substance in the court of law. Even though this is a college, this college is inside the state of Illinois. This college is inside the United States of America. And no policy or rule can overwrite our amendments. It can't. Most people die for our amendments. I got family members that fought in the Vietnam War. I had a mentor that fought in World War II for the United States of America. And they always taught me, man, always stand up for your amendments. But this is entertaining though. That, so that you guys it's like you got me in here like I'm Jesus or something. Like y'all want to put me on a cross, but it's okay. All right, so So, and you believe I'm found guilty of that? Wow.
I didn't say anything about you being guilty of that at all.
Because I couldn't go to class today. So, sir, all due respect.
That's our policy when it comes to an interim suspension.
The policy don't trump the Constitution. Y'all can get sued for this, man. Y'all need to be careful with this policy stuff. You can get sued for this, sir. I'm saying it because guess what? Because I don't want to sue my college. I just want to go here and get my degree. But if you trumping on my amendments, talking about policy, that does not overwrite the amendments, my brother. It don't, Greg. But it's okay if y'all want to keep doing this. Because I got a lot of lawyers, man. I don't even want to go that route. The civil litigation, honestly, I just want to get my degree and just be left alone. And guess what? I'm gonna tell you something. Those dudes in there, I think they're predators. I think they're racist. But guess what? I'm not finna whine, cry about it. So what? Let me tell you something. Like if a student say, "I made Adolf Hitler," hey, if he think he ate Adolf Hitler, hey, that's what he think. I'm coming to get my degree. I don't care what he says. It's like I think they don't want me there, bro. They don't like me. So guess what? So they'll do anything to basically get rid of me, just like they did Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ do nothing to nobody. I never threatened nobody. I never put my hands on nobody. I never was mean to nobody. But we don't like Abdulrahim. So let's get Abdulrahim out of here. Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. Yeah. But yes, sir. Yeah. Okay. Is it okay? So that was. So we get October the 12th. We got September the 15th. We got anything else, Greg? What else do we have, brother?
Yeah, I mean, there are a couple of issues that we need to talk about as well when it comes to, I know that you met with, you brought in accommodations for this class, and you said that, let me get you sent the email out with your accommodations and saying that you needed, your own table, and then, you were upset that there wasn't a table available for you, but that's not in your accommodation. So you're using and then you're emailing people saying you need these accommodations to be, upheld. But once you met with Nate, from my understanding, they're not in your accommodation letter, and there's something that, that's not something that accommodations do. And that's you're kind of using your accommodations, it seems like, to manipulate and get your way. I don't know. That's something else that we're kind of seeing and concerned about is there are these accommodations and, they're not being used properly.
Okay, so basically what I want to do is I want to rewind. You said think. And I want to highlight the word you think. So basically this is what Greg thinks. So Greg is thinking this, right? I'm writing this down. Greg thinks what? Can you say that again? Greg thinks that...
Look, I'm saying from the viewpoint that we're looking at, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are accommodations that you have.
Mm-hmm.
You emailed individuals.
Okay.
They said that they're not in your accommodations, and you got upset. And you were then using these said accommodations. I don't know why. Why were you saying these are my accommodations when they weren't your accommodations? That's what I'm asking you.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Did you read the accommodation letter?
I don't have the accommodation letter. I just have what you highlighted to when you sent it out to a couple of people.
Okay.
You highlighted a part that you have accommodations.
Okay.
I don't have the accommodation letter.
Okay, can you read what I highlighted, please?
Let me find that as well for you.
Thank you. Because you know what? Because I'm gonna scratch out what you think, and I'm gonna take note on what I highlighted. Yeah, I'll write that down. Because yeah, I mean, because anybody can think anything, feel anything, but that don't trump your rights. Yeah. God bless America. They say I'm African American. Oh my God. Okay, brother.
Okay, so it says that. I guess this is actually your letter. I just can't read it fully because it's cut off. But you highlighted academic adjustments and accommodations.
I highlighted academic adjustments
and accommodations. Mm-hmm.
Why do you think I highlighted that, sir?
My assumption is that you were thinking that you were able to get this as an accommodation. I don't know.
Why? Okay. So is it wrong that I'm asking for this college to make some adjustments to my accommodation so I get, so I can get an education?
No, I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying...
It is what you're saying, because... I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm listening.
No, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
What I am saying is that from the timeline we have, you wanted to have the table, right, a table to yourself in your physics class. You met with Nate. Nate said that's not an accommodation. And then you emailed, I can't remember who it was, maybe Panos and some other individuals.
Yeah.
And you said that you highlighted that accommodations and adjustment and said, I will need to have my own table the next time I go to class.
Okay.
Which is not an accommodation.
But it's...
So now it looks like you're demanding.
It's like you go by what you think, what you feel, what it looked like. With all due respect, it clearly says accommodation, adjustments. Accommodation to adjustments. So I can make some adjustments to your accommodations. And I was trying to make some adjustments to the accommodations by giving me a table by myself because I can learn better like that, especially because I'm undergoing a lot of medication and, sometimes I'll be drowsy and I can easily get distracted. And I got an A in class this past Thursday because I had that table by myself. I got an A in class because I had that table by myself this past Thursday. Don't you want me to get another A?
I mean, of course I'd like you to get A's, but there seems to be some behaviors and other things that people are concerned about and are wanting,
Let's stick with the law, please. Please, Greg, let's stick with the law. I did not threaten to hurt nobody. I did not put my hands on nobody. I did not, how can I say, impede nobody's way of traveling and movement. I didn't break no law in the United States of America. So how people feel, so we're not feelings enforcement. We're here, I'm not a peace officer, but this is something I'll say to a police officer. You're not feelings enforcement, you're law enforcement. Just because somebody feel about somebody, that don't give you a right to detain them. Because suspicion is neither a felony nor is it a misdemeanor. So just because I'm using that, just because somebody feel this way, that's not breaking the law. I'm breaking the code of conduct because some students feel some kind of way. Maybe they're prejudiced and racist. That's their problem, brother, not mine and not yours. I'm getting good grades. And the teacher never filed a complaint about my code of conduct. It's the student that's complaining. Maybe there's some bullies. Maybe they're racist. Maybe they don't like me. I don't know, Greg. But that's not my problem. That's their problem. So why you stop my education because how somebody feel about me? Did I hit them? Did I threaten them? No, I did not. So I didn't do anything, bro. Honest to God. I ain't do anything. For me not to be in class. Did you see that? I sent you the body cam footage. Did you see how the police took me out of class?
Well, it just looks like they asked you to come out of class.
Okay. But they let me go back in class, right?
Well, yeah, after they were done with you, it seemed like they were pretty disrespectful, or pretty respectful.
There you go. You said it right the first time, buddy. You said it right the first time. Pretty disrespectful. Yes, sir. Yes, they was. But anyway, that's something else. That's another thing I got to handle because I filed complaints on them. I want all their badge numbers. I want to file a formal complaint to all the police officers because they illegally detained me. Just because somebody say that I look suspicious. That is nor a felony, nor is it a misdemeanor to somebody say you're suspicious. So, yeah, but that's something else. But what I'm saying is they took me out of class and they let me go back in. Why? Because I'm not a threat. That's why.
You're a threat. I don't.
You do think I'm a threat. That's why let me say something, please. You told the whole police thing that don't let him back on campus, and if he does come back on campus, some further disciplinary action is going to happen. So you do think I'm a threat because you ain't let me come to school today.
No, it's not because it's a threat. It's more to make sure that you are following the policies and that you're going to schedule an appointment with us.
I did not break no. Oh, go ahead, sir. I'm sorry. I'm listening.
All I was going to say is there seems to be something that people are concerned about. I don't know if they're how they feel as an individual. I don't know that.
How long you been working at Moraine Valley College, sir?
I'm sorry?
How long you been working here at this college, sir?
6 months.
I've been going to this school longer you've been working here, sir. So you see what I'm saying? So it's like, I think that you need some more experience up under your belt, man, because you might get yourself in some civil litigation, brother. You might get yourself in some very civil litigation, brother. I think you need to uplift that ban. I think you can let me go back to school because you're going to get yourself in some civil litigation. And, and I don't want to do that because I just want to go get my degree. But I think you're a tyrant. I think maybe you're a prejudiced and maybe you're racist. That's what I think about you, I'm not saying you're a good person or a bad person, but it is what it is.
Have I done anything to...
Yes, you have. You didn't let me go to class today, sir. I couldn't go to class, I couldn't get no education today, and I also can't go Thursday. And you don't think that's impeding on my education to better myself, to go to my pursuit of happiness? That's a tyrant, sir. That's a dictator, sir. You don't know that? Oh my God. I miss Amanda. She should have your place. Amanda, she was a nice, sweet lady. She said, you know what, Abdulrahim, you're a nice guy. All this stuff, I'm finna lift it so you can go back to class. And what did I do? I go back to class, I get straight A's. So now we got a new guy, right? Greg, he want to play tough guy. He want to say, you can't go to class on a Tuesday. You can't go Thursday. I notified the police. Whoop-de-doo, you're on a power trip, Greg. It's okay. I think you're on a power trip, buddy. It's okay.
You feel that way?
That's the truth. Okay, so the reason why I couldn't go to class today, because you say I called the teacher, and so but the teacher never filed a complaint saying I said that about him. So why did you not let me go to class today? And then he's an African American. He say he's with Hamas. Okay, who is Hamas in war with? Hamas is war with the Zionists. It ain't no Zionists over here. It don't even make sense that they even saying this about me. It don't even make sense. And yeah, so all these reasons of why I can't go to school today. Oh my God. Anything else the reason why I can't go to school today, sir? So I can write that down.
I didn't hear what you just said. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, is any other reason why I couldn't go to school today besides hearsay and allegations from students that are ignorant and arrogant and incompetent? They call me an African American. It's impossible for me to be an African American. Impossible. That's a fact. The word Africa, Africanus. The word America, Amerigo. I'm not the descendant of no Italian. I'm not descendant of no Roman, okay? My family come from Egypt. So now, if you would have called me Pharaoh, then that would have made more sense, but I'm not African American. So, and I keep pointing that out because this person don't even know what they're labeling me. How can you even trust their words they're saying? I call them a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle motherfucker. But the teacher never said I said it. The student said I said it. Therefore, Abdulrahim, you can't get your education, buddy, because of hearsay. Is that justice the United States of America? No, sir, it's not. No, sir, it's not. It's just a bunch of crybabies. Wah, wah, wah. Just stop crying, man. Like, toughen up, man. It's the First Amendment, right? A lot of people say a lot of things about me, Greg. You know, people say to me in my neighborhood, you need to get out the neighborhood with this religious stuff, or they don't like me, or this and that. Okay, they don't like me. That's their First Amendment. I ignore them. I keep it moving. You know why? Because they didn't threaten me. Now, if somebody say, I'm going to hurt you, I'm going to do this to you, oh, that'd be a reason why I don't let them come to the campus, because this person just threatened somebody. Did I threaten somebody? No. Did I put my hands on somebody? No. Did I say any type of sexual harassment? No. So why is Abdulrahim not in class today getting his education? Oh my goodness. It's sad, man. Y'all trying to breed some bootlickers, bro. I'm not a bootlicker. Do you know what a bootlicker is?
I don't, but I never thought that of you.
Yeah. I'm telling you, sir, that's how you doing it. So like Kent Marshall is behind this? Who's that, the director of the thing called Code of Conduct? I think his name Kent Marshall, right?
Yeah, what about him?
Kent Marshall, and he's the director of the
He's the dean of students.
Of the who?
He's the dean of students.
Kent Marshall, dean of students. Okay. Yes. I think that's another tyrant. It's okay. Again.
I'm a little confused about this tyrant comment, but
I don't know why you're confused about you not letting me go to class today to get my education. How would you feel if somebody told you that you can't go to work today to get your check to feed your family? So when you feel like that person is a tyrant to you, even though you didn't break the law, you didn't threaten nobody, you didn't put your hands on nobody, you know what I mean? So you wouldn't feel that way?
I would figure out why I couldn't go to work. I would be asking questions, like, what did I do? Like, what are the things? And I would listen, and I would respond appropriately, sure. But, I think you know this too. Actions have consequences. Things that are said and things that happen, unfortunately, have good and bad consequences. Look, I'm here because there are reports and people are saying things, and
that's fine and dandy, but why you didn't let me go to class today? Do you know you violate my civil rights by not letting me go to class today over hearsay? Wait, did you understand?
I'm confused how I'm taking away your civil rights.
Because you told the police if I come on campus, they're going to approach me and some further disciplinary action is going to happen to me. To me, that means they're going to arrest me. So that's why I didn't go to class today. And you told me I can't go to class today based off of hearsay. Somebody said this. Somebody said that. Because of that, we're not going to let Abdulrahim get his education. That's a violation of my civil rights, sir. You don't believe me? Look it up on Google. Please study the law, because I studied the law very well, sir. That's a violation of my civil rights that you didn't let me go to class today based off of hearsay of somebody said. I didn't break no law in the United States Constitution. Therefore, you should have let me go to class. And we still could have had the meeting. We still could have had this meeting, and I still could have went to class. But you violated my rights for me to get my education. You stood in front of it off of policy, not off of the United States Constitution, Bill of Rights, or United States amendments that you told me I can't come to class. I didn't violate no amendments in the Constitution. So I didn't violate no laws in this country. You say I violate policy. Policy does not go over the United States Constitution amendments. And that's why people go to court, because laws have been violated. The human rights have been trampled over. And you don't understand how you done that? Maybe it's good you guys did this to me. Maybe that way, like, y'all can't do it to nobody else. I'm like a hero then. I'm like Batman. And you guys are the villains. I think you guys are the villains. Because you guys didn't let me go to class today based off of hearsay, man. That's sad. It really is, bro. If it's y'all job to make me sad, job well done. Congratulations. Y'all made somebody sad today. Congratulations. I hope you go home and drive home and say, oh, I made a student sad today.
No, I don't think I will want you to feel sad.
Yeah. Well, I do, sir. Because I couldn't go to class today to get my education. Yes,
I'm
sir.
sorry to hear that. Yeah.
Are you sorry to hear that? So what you gonna do about your sorry to hear that? You gonna let me go to class Thursday, or are you gonna let me go back and see you? Come on, bro. I'm not finna.
But here's the thing. You're not going to take any responsibility for any of this, and there are documented things, and I'm also trying to get an answer from you,
You trying to get an answer from me in what way? Cause you asked me if I called him a teenage ninja motherfucker. I said I didn't say that. And you said they say I'm with Hamas, and I told you I'm not with Hamas. I'm a United States citizen. How can I be with Hamas when I'm in Chicagoland? That don't even make sense. So everything they said about me, I'm denying all the allegations. So why I can't go to school Thursday? I don't understand. So.
Well, again, and I know you're not going to want to hear this, but it's in our policy. It states until a decision is made and a final determination is made, you're not able to be on campus. But these are expectations that every student has and is needing to follow at Moraine Valley. This is not a me thing. These are policies that have been approved by multiple people.
Is it okay? So those multiple people, do they got any evidence? Because in court, you got to show evidence. In a court of law, you got to show evidence. So did they show you any evidence, or it just hearsay? So you saying that the hearsay is the evidence?
I am confused by the comment. Can you kind of explain that more? What you mean by that?
Yes, sir. You said that it was multiple people that stated that I was with Hamas.
No. I'm saying when it comes to our policies, there's multiple people who decided that this is what students should and will be following.
Okay.
The code of student conduct. When it came to the individual, that was a student. That was a student who submitted that. That was, I have stuff that your instructor would like, to be addressed. I have other individuals, when it comes to your accommodations that are just, they don't appreciate that you were being, that you looked like you were trying to manipulate and get accommodations.
I was trying to do that? So like it looked like I was trying to do that. What evidence do they have that, basically what they're saying? It's like, this is a bunch of hearsay. In order to convict somebody of a crime, you have to have evidence. And you have no evidence, sir. You say the evidence is what you think, what you feel, what you look. That's not evidence, sir.
I didn't say anything about how you look.
No. I said that you say it looks like you are trying to manipulate. It looks like they think, they feel. All those are what they call like conjectures. They're just opinions. Like it hold no substance. It doesn't. The only substance that's gonna hold that you guys. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm listening.
No. You go right ahead. You finish, please.
The only substance is gonna hold that how y'all violate my civil rights. Cause you ain't let me go to school today, and you're not letting me go Thursday. That's gonna hold a lot of substance in court. This right here is not gonna hold no substance, sir. I promise you, nothing.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If that's what you believe, right? I'm not here to tell you what you believe or not, but like I said, I follow the code of student conduct.
I didn't break no conduct because you got no evidence or proof that I broke conduct versus hearsay. Somebody said this. Somebody say a lot of things. I can call the police and say, it's a dragon running down the street. Does that mean that the police should call the Navy and the Army to go look for a dragon? I don't know. I don't know what world we live in where we just believe everything somebody said. You ever heard the story of the book called The Boy Called Crying Wolf?
I know of it, yeah. But...
Yeah, sure. They just crying wolf, man. That's all they doing. Crying wolf, selling wolf tickets. That's it. You can ask Amanda about me. She had your plate before you got here. You can ask Amanda about me. You probably can't, because she don't work here no more. But Amanda was a nice lady. Because she look in my eyes, she know, this ain't no bad guy. But I don't know. It's like you trying to.
Have I ever said you were a bad guy?
Of course you did, by the way you treated me. Like, you didn't say it verbatim. You didn't say it verbatim. But the way you treated me, yes, you treat me like a bad guy. Yes, sir, absolutely. 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 You treat me like a bad guy. Because I'm not in class doing my homework and I'm here. Based off hearsay. No evidence, no proof, none of that. They just don't like me, sir. I don't like them either. But guess what? I'm not here to like people. I'm here to get an education. I'm here to get good grades and obey the law of the United States of America. That's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to make nobody like me. I'm not here to, like nobody. I don't have to smile at nobody. You feel me? Like, I don't have to say hello to nobody. What I have to do is not break the law of the United States Constitution. You say that I broke a policy based off of hearsay. And you don't think you've been a tyrant? Oh my goodness. All right, brother. Wow.
I just want to make sure I understand. You were denying that you said any of this about your teacher. You're going to deny, making a disturbance in class and being disrespectful to your instructor.
I deny all the allegations. I deny it all, sir, because they got no proof of evidence of it. And guess what? I want to highlight that the teacher never said I said it. Now, the teacher did tell me he needs some help. Man to man. The teacher told me past Thursday, he said, Abdulrahim, I need some help. You need an assistant. I say, you know what, you're right. I think they should have an assistant for every single person that got a disability, like they struggling in class. Because the United States of America got money to send to Ukraine, and we got money to send to Israel. We should have some money to help people that's disabled, especially the United States disabled citizen that's trying to get an education. So the United States of America got enough money to help me with an assistant and help the teacher. Now, like he did tell me that, but again, like, I get straight A's. I'm on an honor roll. And that speaks volumes.
Which is great, right? I mean, it's good you have good grades, but it's the multiple reports that are coming in, and then
What's another report you got, brother? Because we talked about the report about the 15th and the 12th, and how many reports you got on the 12th?
Well, I have the one from the students, and then the emails about
the student, and then the emails. Okay, what else we got? Is it okay? So that's it for the 12th. The student and the emails.
Well, I'm looking right now for you.
All right, thank you very much. Allergies. Oh, this is allergy season.
Yeah, not fun, is it?
Yeah, oh my goodness. It's okay. It could be worse. Yeah, it could be worse. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Okay. We got. Yes, sir.
I'm looking.
Oh yeah, no, sure. Take your time. I can do I guess I'll do my test, because I can still do my test on Canvas. So I'm still gonna stay on the honor roll. I'm not gonna let this hold me back. All these haters, like in the streets, like in the hood, like the urban word would be their player haters. They're player haters, man. That's what they is, brother. They're player haters.
I mean, the next thing we have, right, is the 18th, when you're saying, for future reference, next lab class due to my disability accommodation, need to be sitting on my own table with no other people at my table, if possible. I want to have all the tools I need to do the lab work by myself. I really want to learn this. So next Thursday, please be prepared to have all the tools so Abdulrahim can be in his lab work all alone with only the help of the teacher. So again, I'm not saying, I'm glad you're advocating for yourself, but it's here's what my accommodations say, which your accommodations don't say you need to have your own table, but you're saying I do need to. So you're kind of furnishing your, the information that you have on your accommodation letter.
So October the 18th, email about accommodation letter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I was a judge in court and I read this, I would say he's trying to communicate to you guys that he needs help. He's crying out for help. And you guys are mashing him and smashing him and impeding his freedom to get his education. Because as you said, October 18th, I sent an email about the adjustments. So what's wrong with me sending the email about adjustments? You think something's wrong with that?
Well, it's the fact that you sent it after Nate said that it's not an accommodation and you couldn't have it. It seemed like you got upset, you hung up with him, and then you went to a different person to try to say, hey, I need these accommodations, which...
I hung up with him. Is that against the law? Or like, is that against the, I'm sorry, let me fix this thing. Hold on one second, brother. Hold on one second, brother. Give me 1 second, brother. Yeah, hello, can you see me now? Yeah, can you see me now?
No,
okay, there we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Now I do.
All right. Well, yes, I did hang up.
Okay. And then it's not against the law to hang up. I think it's more the fact that you didn't like the answer you heard, and so you decided to go to someone else to try to get your accommodation. I mean, because from my understanding, accommodations come from the Center of Disability Services, correct?
Yes.
So when you don't get the answer you wanted from the Center of Disability Services, you went to the dean of an academic dean and said, I need these for class, which is not part of your accommodations, correct?
Okay. And that's against the code of conduct that I did that?
I'm not saying it's against it. I'm trying to gain information from you to try to make a decision if it is against it.
I mean,
I'm trying to figure out why you did that, right? Like,
I think you know why I did it. Yeah, I mean, like you just said why I did it. Because I didn't like the way he wasn't helping me. So yes, I hung up, and yes, I did not like the way he was helping me. Is that against the code of conduct, sir?
Not liking an answer?
Okay.
No, that's not against code of conduct.
Okay, so...
But then going somewhere else and saying, I need this, my accommodation letter says I need this, but it's not on your accommodation, could be against policy, yes.
Okay, so you said, okay, I'm going to write this down verbatim what Greg is saying. Okay, you said that me sending an email to somebody else stating that I need some adjustment to my code of conduct will violate, me need some adjustments to my disability accommodations could be a code of conduct. Did you say that verbatim?
Not like that, no, I didn't. What I'm saying is the Center for Disability Services are the people who give out accommodations.
Okay.
These accommodations are what students need to follow who have disabilities. I had accommodations when I was in school. I had to follow those. When you go over those accommodations and say, I need more, but they say these are not accommodations, but you're saying, I need these, it could look like you are trying to,
Could look like. So verbatim, Greg is saying it could look like I'm violating the code of conduct because I asked for some adjustments to my disability accommodation. Do you know how that sounds, Greg?
That's not what I said at all.
Okay, say it again, please.
You are able to ask for accommodations.
Okay.
But when you're told no, that's it. You can't go to another person and just say my accommodations because you said on my accommodations I need this.
You said that's it? Do you know what country you're in? That's never in America, brother. In United States Constitution, we have the right to file grievance against our government. So I can file grievance or I can feel grievance towards somebody if I feel like I'm not getting justice. So that is not it, sir. That is not it, brother.
Then why didn't you then talk to Nate or whoever, file a grievance against Nate then for not giving you an accommodation? Because in my timeline, you met with Nate, he said, no, we can't do that accommodation, and then you said, by the way, in a separate email, you said, for future reference, next lab class, due to my disability accommodation letter, I need to be seated on my own table with no other people possible, but that's not in your letter.
I know that's not in my letter, but that's what I needed. So I was asking him to add a couple sentences to that letter so I can show it to my teacher so my teacher can do that without the other students getting jealous. That's why I told him that. Is that against the code of conduct?
Did I say it was?
It must be against something because I wasn't in class today. And I can't go to class Thursday, so it must be against something.
Did I say that you couldn't go to class on Thursday?
You said...
I said I might not have an answer by Thursday. I never said that if I had an answer earlier that you could not go to class, but that's what that means though, brother. Right?
That's what that means. That means I can't go to class I didn't go to class today. I can't go to class Thursday until we wait until this investigation is over and basically like decision is made. So that does mean I can't go to class Thursday. That does mean that. Not verbatim, but it does mean that.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir. So
I think you mentioned the part though, about what does the next steps in this look like, right?
It's gonna look good for me.
So it says I sent out the letter on October 2nd about the incident that happened with the Children's Learning Lab that happened on September 15th.
Yes, sir.
In there, we gave you a deferred suspension because, that was the next step, that is the next step that we decided was appropriate. So it says, under deferred suspension, a college suspension is delayed pending specific behavioral default. A definite period of observation and review occurs during deferred suspension. You're on deferred suspension for the rest of this academic year. If you were again found responsible for violating the code, the suspension will take place immediately without appeal. So if you are found responsible for any of these violations, it could mean a suspension, right? I guess what I'm trying to say is, do you understand that? Do you understand?
Well,
I'm asking all these questions while I'm trying to figure out.
Well, sir.
What's going on.
Yeah. September the 15th, I was found guilty of exercising my First Amendment right. I want to make that clear for the record. I got found guilty September 15th for expressing myself. I did not threaten anybody, and I did not put my hands on anybody. So, yeah, okay, so that's there. And then that caused for me to get a deferred suspension. And because of people complaining and crying like, people were complaining and selling wolf tickets, that's the reason why I couldn't go to class today and I can't go to class Thursday. And you say you're going to find out how? Like you got me on a recording or something? Do you got somebody basically recording my voice saying I said that to the teacher? So what evidence is that going to fall under? And they say that I said that I'm with Hamas. Do they get me on a recording voice saying I said I was with Hamas? There's no evidence, sir. Yeah. So that should be dismissed about the Hamas, and that should be dismissed with the calling the Teenage Mutant Ninja MFer. That could be dismissed because the teacher never complained about that. That's just hearsay. Somebody said they seen that. And somebody say that they seen me with, I don't know, I was riding down the block in a tank. Guess what? I saw Abdulrahim. He was going down the avenue in a tank, and they called the cops. Now the cops, like they might try to detain me illegally. Da 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 da. We gotta investigate this. We gotta see, did you really go down with a tank? They could throw me in jail and do all that. But what's gonna happen is it's gonna go through trial and all that type of stuff, and then it's basically gonna come down under where's the evidence, where's the proof. The judge's gonna want to see proof and evidence before they, you can't sentence nobody for no crime with no evidence and no proof, sir. And you say that the witnesses is the proof, but what proof do the witnesses get? So that could just be hearsay, and I deny it. So both of those could be dismissed. I've been going to this school since last year. I mean, so I'm not no I'm not no new student here. So people just I don't know, man. People got to stop being so soft and stop being a big crybaby because you don't like somebody. So what if you don't like somebody? Well, I mean, like, people got a right to not like people. Like, if you don't like me, Greg, you don't got to like me. If I don't like you, I don't got to like you. But I'm not going to do anything to hurt you, I'm not going to break the law, nothing like that. So it's like, they just don't like me. So maybe I'm guilty of people not liking me. Oh, my goodness. I already got an associate's degree from Chicago. I got an associate's degree in Chicago, based out the Robert Morris University. I was going to get the bachelor's degree, but this was during the recession. So it's like, I just got my associate's degree in business, and I just left. I know how that college was ran, downtown Chicago, and they ain't running like this, bro. Y'all not running this college right, because y'all just basically punishing people for no reason, with no evidence, with no proof. Now, and you might say that you got proof with the September 15th about the voicemail, but if you take that voicemail to court, the judge is going to say that's his First Amendment. And you said that I was found guilty of physical, verbal abuse and harassment and also like disruption of college operations. The judge will look at you like, what? Are you serious? The reason why I left that voicemail, because she was mean to me. And basically, like, I was exchanging, like, the energy. So that should be dismissed too. Like, when I do my appeal with that, then I'm like, if you don't let me go back to school, then I'm gonna do my appeal with this. And basically, like, I'm gonna keep appealing. So you're not right about saying that is it. How can that be it when you can appeal? I'm sorry, that's funny, brother. Oh my God, this is so funny. I find this funny, man. I'm not even mad. I would be sad before I'd be mad, but oh my gosh. Okay, so October 18th, I sent the email saying I want this table. What's wrong with saying that? This is what I want. I didn't say if I don't have it, I'm gonna do this or do that. Did I? Is there any threat inside that email? Is there any threat? No, it's not. So therefore, I mean, I didn't violate no laws in the United States of America. You saying that I'm violating policy? How did I violate policy? By me saying I need some adjustments to my accommodations. That's violating policy because a disabled person is asking for adjustments to his disability accommodations. Are you guys serious? This is funny, man. Oh my God. You don't think this is a little amusing, Greg? You don't?
Not at all. No, not really.
Oh my goodness. They got any black friends?
Do I?
Yes, sir.
I have friends of every faith.
Really?
Friends in every religion, yeah.
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 So you used to hang in Chicago?
When you call me a racist, I don't appreciate that because I don't think I am. I'm just doing my job.
Well, it's like the reason why I called you racist, not based off your skin color or your race or anything like that. because I told you, like, my mentor, he fought in World War II. And he helped me get my GED. He was Caucasian. He was a tough guy. I used to smoke cigars, but I don't smoke cigars anymore. But like when I was past my GED, because I failed 2 times, and third time I passed it, and he bought me a box of cigars. And then he was like 90-something years old when he passed away, like a couple years ago. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He was a war hero, you know. So the reason why I say you're a racist is because it's like you just taking these people's words and you will punish me based off of hearsay. That's why I say you're racist. That's why I said that. I think that is prejudiced. I think that is racist because you're prejudging me. It's like this whole meeting been about people prejudging me, about what they think, about what they feel, you know, about basically what it looked like. All that is prejudice because you just basically prejudging something and you're not really examining it correctly. I tell my child all the time, it's not what you think, sweetheart. It's what you know. You have to be very meticulous in your investigations. Very meticulous. You have to show proof. If you have no proof or no evidence, then like case gets dismissed. And you don't need for it to even be held because it's just, you know. So the same way you don't like the way I call you racist, the same way I don't like you ain't let me go to school today. So both of us don't like something. Guess what? We just got to live on, right? Like we can't have a temper tantrum about it. I got a First Amendment right. Say, for example, like when I call a judge a racist. As long as it's not no based like proceedings in court, and you know, and I'm not being disruptive in court, then like that's my First Amendment right. Like if I saw the judge in the hallway, you know what, judge, I think you're racist. I can't go to jail for saying that because that's my First Amendment right. So that's my First Amendment right to say that you're racist, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Well, look, I don't have anything else to talk to you about. Next steps in the process, I need to make a decision, right?
Yes, sir.
And I understand if you want to appeal that September 15th letter, you can go right ahead. I'm not exactly sure. It might be past the time, but I guess you're able to try. You can always appeal the decision letter if I send it out and you don't agree with it. You can always appeal it as well. And in the meantime, if you have any questions or concerns for me, you have my email. You can let me know. And I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to do this.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you, and have a good day.